Have you ever watched your 1-year-old discovering something for the first time? I mean, really watched the face, the moment of pure wonder. I'm Sunil, the toy detective, with over 14 years of experience in manufacturing toys for global brands like Disney, Hasbro, Spin Master, and many others. This is video number 2 in the toy detective series, and we are going to investigate about the toys for the age category 1 to 2 years. This is the explorer stage. Your child just become mobile, everything is new, everything gets into their mouth, and everything gets thrown on the floor. I have 6 categories, each one matched to what's actually developing in your baby's body and brain. Just the category and why this category matters. The case is open. Before moving into the categories, you need to understand what's happening right now, because every category which I'm going to go is all about something which is really happening with your child right now. Between 12 to 24 months, 4 huge things are happening simultaneously. Point number 1, mobility. Your child went from crawling to walking, and with the walking comes a different relationship with the world. Now they can go and get things, they can carry things, and they could also reach something which they couldn't before. Point number 2, hand development. The pincer grip. The thumb and the index finger is working together. This is called the pincer grip. This is the basic and foundation for drawing, writing, and many other activities with the hand. Everything that requires precise hand control. Point number 3, language. The child's between 12 and 24 months start learning the language and start pronouncing the words. The first real words will start happening between 12 and 24 months. Usually by 24 months, a child will have an vocabulary of close to 50 words. The toys around them either feed this or miss it entirely. Point number 4, cause and effect. Your child discovers it at 6 months. Now it have become an intentional action. They keep running the experiments by doing something and looking at the response. This is how they learn that for their action they will always have a response. 6 categories. All 4 of these development areas are covered. Let's investigate. Category 1, push and pull toys. As a toy detective, I will tell you what you need to look for while purchasing such a toy. Remember, the most overlooked specification of this product is the handle height. Always you should measure that the handle height is somewhere around the chest height of the baby. If it is too high from the chest, the baby tries to overreach it and there are chances that they could fall. If it is too low, the baby will have an awkward walking posture. The perfect alignment should be around the chest height, where the baby can have a very good walking posture. Point number 2, the wheels. Always try to check the wheels and the rotation, because different floors reacts differently. If you have a carpet in your house, then you should go for a different set of wheels. If you have a tiles in your house, if you have something else like a cement floor in your house, then you should go for a wheels with grip, something similar to this. Point number 3 is about stability. The product should be stable enough so that the child feels the confidence of holding something stable and walking forward. Always remember this, that you should not tie a string or rope with this product, because that will become a strangulation risk. So leave as it is. Category 2, shapes sorter. This is the first problem solving toy. Think what your child has to do with the shape sorter. Let's go step by step. Step number 1 is selecting the correct shape. Step number 2 is picking it with their small hands. Step number 3 is rotating it exactly matching the hole. Step number 4 is placing on that and pushing on it. They feel very happy because when this get through, the click, the sound gives them the dopamine, which makes them feel happy. That is a learning loop, and it is better to prefer rounded edges instead of sharp ones. Also check that this should be bigger than 31.7 mm because that is not recommended for age category under 3 years. Another important point here is see that a toddler will get frustrated if the game ends. Sometimes they design a toy, when the shape enters inside, the toddler will find it difficult to get it. Always look for toys like this where a toddler can easily insert the hand and pick the shape and play it it again and again, because a frustrated toddler will not learn. He will start ignoring the stuff. If he gets frustrated, then the learning never happened. Category 3 is stacking and nesting toys. Every time your child does this and it fall down, what it really learns is failure and persistence to overcome that. What they are trying to build here is not the tower, they are trying to build the persistence when they face a failure. The willingness to try again after a failure is a psychological trait which gives them confidence to try something even when they face a failure. When you buy a toy like this, what you need to really look for, it should be bigger in size in the initial stage. Later you can go for something small so that their hand can pick it easily. Similarly, if you are going for an wooden blocks, if the block is painted, what you should do is try to check whether the paint is peeling off. A simple method of testing it before giving the toy to the child is to wet your hands and then try to touch the block and then see whether the paint is peel off. If it is not peeling after several abrasions, then it is fit enough to give to your child. Also, you should check whether the paint is non-toxic. Look at the box whether it mentioned it is non-toxic. If it is a plastic toy, then the mold seam, usually the joining parts of the mold, should not have any flash. You know, in the toy industry, when we manufacture any product for the age category under 3 years, the deflashing of any plastic part is not allowed. Also, there is strict regulation on usage of recycled materials. Category 4, ball or rolling toys. This is one of the most important toy for 1 to 2 years old, a simple ball. Here is what happens when your 14-month-old plays with this ball. When you roll this ball, their eyes starts following the ball, which will give them tracking. The simplest hand and eye coordination is happening, so their visual tracking is getting refined here. The ball keeps rolling away from them. They try to pick the ball. The gross motor skills are getting developed. You roll it back, they wait for it. They get to understand one of the most important skill, which is waiting for your turn. What they are indirectly learning is a social skill called empathy, which is thinking about the person in front of you. You always try to anticipate something what the other person is doing. That is empathy. The transition from a soft ball to a hard ball is something more important that parent didn't realize properly. I will tell you why. You should always go for a soft ball during the months 12 to 18 and then slowly graduate them to handle a hard ball during 18 to 24 months, because at 12 months old their hand will not have and strength to throw something or roll something which is heavy. Most of these cases the accident happens, sometimes something in the home get broken. All these things happens not intentional. It's because a kid's hand will not have that strength to aim at something and throw. They try to throw it to you and then it will go to somewhere else. So introduce an hard ball only if they pass 18 plus months. Category 5, board books and language toys. This is the most underrated toy in the entire toy category. Between the age 1 to 2 years, your child is in the most critical window of acquiring language skills. The vocabulary they hear in this year is something which will be built upon when they are 5 years old. Think about what they are hearing around from you, from your caretaker and from the environment around. The most important tool for the vocabulary building is a simple book. What you should do, sit with them and play with them together. What you should really look for when buying a book is, point number 1, the book should be made of solid cardboard. The gum in which the layers are fused is not manufactured for injection. So check that the lamination between the layers of the cardboard is rigid. Point number 2 is the printing matter on the books. Wet your finger to check whether the paint is coming off or not. Point number 3 is the edges of the book. It should be having a soft edges, because if it is sharp in nature, it can also hurt your child. When they are 14-month-old, introduce something which is very simple, an image and a word. That's all. Don't make their life complex by introducing complex stuff. Make it very simple with an image and a single word. Every time you show them, they will try to correlate with the color of that item and then try to spell the word themselves. If you are introducing a soft book for them always try to pull the book and check whether the seam is strength enough to withstand the play of the child. Category 6. Simple cause and effect toys. When you press something, something happens there. Do you know why this cause and effect toys are so compelling for this age? Because at 12 to 24 months, your child is discovering something profound. Now, they have the power and they can do anything. I press this and this happens is something which builds their confidence. That feeling, I did it, is something more important. As a toy detective, I have few points for you to focus when you pick such a toy. Cause and effect toys have two failure points which we always look at the factory level. Point number 1 is the buttons. Always check whether the buttons are not free and it should be encompassed inside the toy. The battery compartment is the most critical failure point in any battery operated toy. If you can remove it with your hand without the help of a screwdriver, your child also can. When they play with it, if the battery compartment can be easily removed, they will have access to the battery. Imagine a small button cell battery which can go into their mouth. If they have access, it could be a very critical hazard. If there is an electronic operated toys like this, when they press the button, the replay or a response should be within 2 seconds. Child will get frustrated if the response is delayed more than 2 seconds. So press it and see whether you get a light function or a sound function within 2 seconds, so the child is not getting frustrated there. 6 categories for 1 year of your child's life. Category 1, push and pull toys. Category 2, shape sorters. Category 3, stacking and nesting toys. Category 4, ball or rolling toys. Category 5, board books. Category 6, cause and effect toys. I think about these categories when I buy a toy for my child, because in the window of 1 to 2 years, everything is building something. The question is whether this building is intentional or by accident. Our next video is for the age category 2 to 3 years, which I call it as imagination explosion. This is when your child will start pretending someone. They keep asking why and slowly start showing you what they are becoming. Subscribe because the next case is ready. I'm Sunil Kumar, the toy detective. Case closed.